The defence cooperation agreements will regulate the legal status of US armed forces in Estonia and Lithuania. It is part of the biggest NATO reinforcement since the end of the Cold War. Far greater numbers of Russian troops are stationed just across the border, but the multinational makeup of NATO's deployment is designed as a so-called tripwire defence.
All of them could suffer exactly the same fate if there is an invasion of these countries, and therefore any invasion of this country will automatically trigger off a response by all the NATO countries.
The United States is sending nearly 6,000 troops, accompanied by tanks, heavy weapons and aircraft. It will lead the NATO battalion deployed in Poland. But recent remarks by incoming US President Donald Trump have rattled European allies. In a newspaper interview this week, he called NATO obsolete. Frontline states fear the US deployment could be scaled back.
NATO at the moment is a divided organization. There are certain countries where there are American troops, there are others where there are none. And the deployment was meant to equalize the security umbrella of the alliance. If there is anyone in Washington who draws back from that position, that will have serious consequences for the alliance.
Russia has deployed nuclear-capable Iskander missiles alongside thousands of troops to its exclave of Kaliningrad, which borders Poland and Lithuania. This week, Lithuania announced plans for a border fence along the frontier.
The fence will be 2 meters high, with additional obstacles to make it harder to climb over or dig underneath. Such a fence will not stop tanks or other military equipment.
Instead, the fence is designed to deter other illegal activity, says Linas Kojala of the Eastern Europe Studies Centre in Vilnius, who spoke to VOA via Skype.
The first aim is to ensure that the border is being surveilled all the time and that there are officers who are able to see what's going on in different stretches of the border. So I think that's the main idea. And of course, the scenarios that could occur there are both smuggling and some kind of hybrid activities that we've seen coming from Russia in our neighboring countries such as Ukraine or even Estonia.
Estonia claims Russia abducted one of its border guards on Estonian territory in 2014 in a cross-border raid. Moscow claims the guard was on the Russian side of the frontier. NATO members fear Russia could attempt similar so-called hybrid tactics following the new Baltic deployments. Henry Ridgwell for VOA News, London.